And automatically, a sacred and divine grace flows in easily, divinely and uninterrupted. It's actually moving through the nervous system of each and every one in this now moment. And as this happens, we remember to bring forth in our consciousness and awareness the sacred, holy, and divine breath. And automatically, as this flow begins to happen, as this flow begins to move from the highest celestial realms of light, this divine grace and presence, this presence that is pervasive, is the best way to describe a pervasive presence. It's everywhere. It's everywhere around us. And it's a high frequency that comes in. It moves in through our nervous system easily and gracefully. But it is indeed very potent. And one may feel it and sense it and know it in different parts of the body. Could be indeed from the head, the brain area, where there's so many neurons, electrical impulses in the brain, but also through the spinal column and through the entire system of the body. Indeed, there has been enhancement from the past in our linear time of increasing frequency through the nervous system. And so, divine beloveds, sacred ones who walk upon the earth and hold a higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, so much more gracefully and easily for those who choose to walk upon this path, the path of ever unfolding consciousness and awareness, the path of returning and a sensing and feeling of home, a path that brings greater awareness, less confusion, more clarity, and higher guidance, this path that you are on. And it is not only into seeking, beloveds, but we say to you, as you take your steps on your personal and collective path of light, of the highest service of all that you are, to the Most High God, to the Creator of all that is, to all that emanating source of which you hold that flame, as you seek to bring it into divine sacred union, to expand it and radiate it, and use it in the now moment. For indeed with this you are well aware that you have come to this sacred planet and you have something to do. In whichever capacity that is, only you can do it. And so we say to you, beloveds, in the sacredness of your higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, as grace now flows in through your nervous system, and as it expands it, elevates it, radiates it, that you are capable to bringing in more light, to bring in the higher celestial codes of light, to bring forth the higher wisdom and the higher guides. Indeed, beloveds, the time is now for the great awakening and the great rising of your individual and collective frequency. And it does take an adjustment for the physical body to acclimate, process, and integrate this. Some is more extreme than others, but we say to you, the children of light upon the earth who have not forgotten are well prepared. And so we say to you now, as we flow with this grace that comes from such awareness of true divine love, emanating closest to the source of this love, which is unconditional and is limitless in its nature. And as we breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath, and knowing that we are breathing this emanating love, pure, coming in clearly, undiluted, coming in without distortion. And as the grace moves in, incorporates this love beyond measure. For it comes from the highest source in the celestial realms of light. And as the nervous system prepares, ever so gently, but methodically, the nervous system to receive higher light codes, to receive higher undulating waveforms of unconditional love that brings within, even as they walk in a material world, in a physical body, being able simultaneously to walk in separate but connected worlds. And so you walk your path of light. It is that thing that is always on your mind, for it is the definition of who you truly are. And so that stays with you, and in fact, your breath, beloveds, each inhalation and exhalation of where you are now on your path and on your journey is a prayer, is a connection to the celestial realm of the creator of all that is. No longer does it take much time in your awareness of linear time, but in a twinkling of an eye, a shift can come immediately and in a moment. And so we prepare ourselves, beloveds, for this shifting that is upon us. And shifting will come very, very rapidly. And in this shifting, your nervous system is nurtured and loved, expanded, and coming into a higher frequency, even as it operates within the physical, mental, and emotional bodies. For the nervous system is not limited to that, but connected into a higher network of light, as demonstrated as you will see in great lightning and lightning rods, connected to that, to higher elements and higher planes and higher expressions. And so the nervous system, key component in the connection to the higher realms of light, must be nourished and taken care of. And as you take care of your physical body, in the remembering that it is the temple, and as you listen to your body elemental, as you honor it, work in partnership with it, it becomes a holy sacred vessel for the higher radiations of subliminal light to move in and through you, through the nervous system. And so we ask you now, beloveds, in this now moment, to simply breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath as this divine presence, this pervasive frequency continues to not only expand, but to intensify with ease and grace, emanating from your nervous system and emanating into the nervous system. You see this divine sacred flow of grace moving out of the nervous system. You see this divine sacred grace moving into the nervous system. And you see this sacred flow as you would see the infinity symbol of moving in, through, and out with a divine, sacred, and holy rhythm to it. And as you breathe each inhalation and exhalation that continues to bring this divine, sacred alchemy into its fullness and fruition. And so this cosmic in-breath and out-breath, expressed as grace flowing in and out of the nervous system. And through the nervous system, it flows and emanates in and out through the entire spinal cord of the physical body. Each and every neuron, each and every communication through the nervous system becomes aware and alert and attuned into this now moment of this sacred divine frequency flowing in and out through the nervous system as it emanates out further and further beyond the physical body, moving beyond the physical environment and moving in all directions. As this great, omnipresent feeling of grace and power engulfs, completely embraces each and every one as you embrace it. And the flowing just continues in a rhythmic manner, flowing in, through, and out. In, through, and out, as you would see the infinity symbol. This flow continues to move in grace, even as it amplifies in its frequency, even as it radiates, even as it expands, even as it becomes all-consuming. The sacred rhythm, the sacred balance, anchors and is steady within the physical, mental, and emotional expression. And the body elemental is attuned and aware. And it continues to move, balance, heal, and align the spinal cord. The spinal cord of the nervous system. And it now moves specifically with purpose. And it moves towards the neck, into the medulla, into the area of where the skull and the spine connects. And clearly see, beloveds, in the radiation of this divine sacred flow, the symbol of the infinity in that area right under the skull where the spinal cord connects. And put the symbol of the flow in that spot. As you breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath, all parts of you are in a divine, sacred, and holy flow, immersed in this grace, all potent, all present. And each and every single holy in-breath and out-breath amplifies this sacred grace and the flow and the rhythm. And now the nervous system, all of the nerves, move now into the brain and into the electrical sparks, into the neurons and into the synapses and the electrical system that is the brain. And this flow of grace moves into the environment of the electrical system of the brain. And clearly see, beloveds, clearly see this in your spiritual eye, the infinity symbol of this flowing grace in, through, and out, now within the cave of Brahma, in the area of your pineal, of your pituitary, and your hypothalamus glands. Clearly see this grace as it flows through the electrical system of your brain. It moves specifically into the center of the brain, in the area of the pineal, the pituitary, and the hypothalamus. That trinity, that triad, and place the infinity symbol in the middle of that tetrahedron. And with each and every sacred, holy in-breath and out-breath, breathing in and flowing through all spaces of this grace, ever amplifying, moving in and through the nervous system of the physical body, but beyond the physical body, the nervous system into the emotional body. And see the emotional body come forward, expand, and grow. And you put this symbol into the emotional body. And with each and every sacred in-breath and out-breath, the sacred inflow and outflow moves through the emotional body, bringing calmness, balance, and peace. Balance, calmness, and peace. Balance, calmness, and peace. And as you perceive, as you are deep into this grace that flows, you now as the great avatars of light, the great containers, holding and walking two worlds, bring this divine sacred grace into the sacred earth mother. as your nervous system continues to radiate, to balance, to heal and expand. It moves through your entire physical, mental bodies and the emotional body in particular. It moves through the feet, all the nerves on the bottom of the feet, and it flows into the body of the Sacred Mother. It goes deep, moves into her nervous system known as roots of the plant kingdom. And these roots of the plant kingdom that serves as the nervous system of the great Earth Mother flows this divine grace, this inflow and outflow. Each and every sacred, holy in-breath and out-breath moves this sacred grace through her body, through the plant root system. And it moves with a destination to reach her sacred core and her sacred center. Indeed, the very heartbeat, the very awareness center of the Great Mother. And each and every sacred, holy in-breath and out-breath brings this grace of balance and healing to her. And it radiates this inflow and outflow in the very center of her core, of her awareness center in her heart. We place the infinity symbol there. We acknowledge the great guardians of her center core. And they hold a sacred space for this grace to flow. And we breathe the sacred in-breath and out-breath, knowing its great power and what it does in this now moment, consciously. And we serve as great vehicles for this blessing, not only to ourselves, but for the great Earth Mother. A connection between her and her children connected to the highest celestial realms of light, to the source of all that is. And now we may say and put forth the intention that in our sleep state, this divine grace will continue to move through our nervous system as well as the earth. We have sensed the time has come for the return, but we return with grateful hearts for the grace, the healing, and the flow from higher light codes moving in our nervous system in the biology. And we can easily move forward in the world with more ease and grace, steady and anchored. And so we prepare ourselves now, even as the great radiant ones begin to draw in their electromagnetic field that held this platform for their unconditional love for us. We begin to draw in ours, drawing in our electromagnetic field with the intention to be back fully in our bodies, anchored to the great Earth Mother, in the memory to remember this before going to sleep, fully aware and conscious to do so. And so on the count of 3, we will be back awake and very, very alert. 1, 2, take a very deep breath in, and 3, we are back, we are awake, we are alert, and we are grounded.